success stories, outpouring, empowerment, success stories, supernatural encounters, intercessions, revival, prophecies, interviews on Minister's Diary with Sam Hunsu. On this network, Minister's Diary, impactful, informative, spirit-filled, for outpouring, empowerment, success stories, supernatural encounters, intercessions, revival, prophecies, interviews on Minister's Diary with Sam Hunsu. On this network, Minister's Diary, impactful, informative, spirit-filled. For past episodes and how to be a guest on this show, visit www.ndtvnetwork.com. Follow us on Instagram at NDTV Networks and Facebook at Revival, Prophecies, Interviews on Minister's Diary with Sam Hunsu. On this network, Minister's Diary, empowerment, success stories, supernatural encounters, intercessions, revival, prophecies, interviews on Minister's Diary with empowerment, success stories, supernatural encounters, intercessions, revival, prophecies, interviews on Minister's Diary with Sam Hunsu. On this network, Minister's Diary, impactful, informative, spirit-filled. For past episodes and how to be a guest on this show, visit www.ndtvnetwork.com. Follow us on Instagram at NDTV Networks and Facebook at NDTV on Minister's Diary with Sam Hunsu. On this network, Minister's Diary, impactful, informative, spirit-filled. For past episodes and how to be a guest on this show, visit www.ndtvnetwork.com. Follow us on Instagram at NDTV Networks and Facebook at NDTV Network. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDTV Network. God bless you. On Minister's Diary with Sam Hunsu. On this network, Minister's Diary, impactful, informative, spirit-filled. For past episodes and how to be a guest on this show, visit www.ndtvnetwork.com. Follow us on Instagram at NDTV Networks and Facebook at NDTV Network. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDTV Network. God bless you. Revival, prophecies, interviews on Minister's Diary with Sam Hunsu. On this network, Minister's Diary, impactful, informative, spirit-filled. For past episodes and how to be a guest on this show, visit www.ndtvnetwork.com. Follow us on Instagram at NDTV Networks and Facebook at NDTV Network. Outpouring, empowerment, success stories, supernatural encounters, intercessions, revival, prophecies, interviews on Minister's Diary with Sam Hunsu. On this network, Minister's Diary, impactful, informative, spirit-filled. For past episodes and how to be a guest on this show, visit www.ndtvnetwork.com. Follow us on Instagram at NDTV Networks and Facebook at NDTV Network. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDTV Network. God bless you. Interviews on Minister's Diary with Sam Hunsu. On this network, Minister's Diary, impactful, informative, spirit-filled. For past episodes and how to be a guest on this show, visit www.ndtvnetwork.com. Follow us on Instagram at NDTV Networks and Facebook at NDTV Network. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDTV Network. God bless you. Oh Lord, you're the great and mighty God.
You open the door that no man can shut.
Wow.
You open the door that no man can shut. Yes. You open the door that no man can shut.
Oh,
you open the door that no man can shut. That is why I'm singing. Oh,
He has done me
well.
wow. Hey. Oh, He has done us well.
Well. He's given us a new song to sing.
Wow, 2020. Hey.
He has given us a new song to sing. In the new decade, He has given us a new song to sing. Yeah.
Oh, and I'm dancing.
He has given us a new song to sing. That is why I'm singing. Oh,
He has done. He has done.
the remix, you'll be there.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, He has done me well.
your beauty is all that I see.
Oh, let's stop there right here. Let's stop
Your
there.
love takes me.
All right, viewers, thank you so much for that is awesome intro for today.
Wow.
This is the first time we ever do this anyway, so and I believe God. Thank you so much for being part of this broadcast. It's been wonderful. It's been glorious. God has been faithful to us. That's why we have no cause to come this morning with thanksgiving. Wherever you are today, wherever I am today, just by His mercy.
Yes.
It's by His grace. For us to see a time like this in this part of the year, it's just by the mercy of God. Many souls have come and gone. Today they are no more. Many who started the year of today, they are no more to be found. Not because we are that righteous, because we are that holy, because the mercy of God has actually brought us this far. That's why we cannot say, thank you. He has done us well. He has really done you and I well. So viewers, wherever you are right now, I want to also have that heart of gratitude.
Yes.
Before I come on set, I saw a quote on, like I have motivational quote that I receive every morning from here and there. I say, you can't be joyful until you are grateful.
Yes.
So joyfulness is not because things are perfect. When you are grateful for what you have, you'll be joyful.
Right.
So wherever you are today watching me right now, I'm your host on this show, Sam Hunsu. This is your show, the Reset 2020 edition, Mrs. Diary, and it's been a wonderful time on set. With me today, I have me wonderful woman of God. She may say she's not a woman of God, but what she's doing so well. And she's a philanthropist. She's also a community. She's a person that has passion for community assignment.
Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, I really want to introduce you today a wonderful guest. I've been watching from far.
Wow.
And I must say you are doing a good job. No one else than Mrs. Yemi Sholotan.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to have you on this set today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Wow.
Pleasure to be here. I'm excited. Thank you for having me.
Wow. Thank you so much for coming. Viewers, I know you have a lot to learn today. As usual, every guest that I bring on this set, on this show, on this network, are people of impact. People that are actually out there doing something to affect lives. And that's what we are called to do, to affect lives. And she is one of the people that I've been looking forward to. I've been monitoring her activities, and I know she has been doing so well. So quickly, before I continue, we are going to break, and then we'll go full time into this show today.
All right.
Don't go anywhere.
Empowerment, success stories, supernatural encounters, intercessions, revival, prophecies, interviews on Minister's Diary with Sam Hunsu on this network. Minister's Diary, impactful, informative, spirit-filled. For past episodes on how to be a guest on this show, visit www.ndtvnetwork.com. Follow us on Instagram at NDTV Networks and Facebook at NDTV Network. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDTV Network. God bless you.
Oh Lord, you're the great and mighty God.
Welcome back once again. Thank you once again for being part of this show. And then all over the world, you are watching us from on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter. Right now, we are live on every major social media platform, and that's what we do to reach out to souls all over the world. So we have no boundaries. And today, like I said, I have a wonderful woman of God, a sister, a daughter of Zion, that God has been using to engage our community to do a lot. And I won't tell you about her. She will tell you about herself. So quickly tell our viewers, man, who is Mrs. Yemi Sholotan?
Well, first of all, I want to say Merry Christmas to everyone out there. Merry Christmas, and I wish you all a very blessed new year coming in 2020.
Wow.
Thank you, Pastor Sam, for having me.
Glory to God.
I'm excited about this, like I said earlier on. So, Yemi Sholotan is me, seated right here. I am a wife of Boso Sholotan. I am blessed with children.
Awesome.
And like you know,
Tell us more about yourself. Okay, she's the CEO of. I know you don't want to go to Australia. She's the CEO of. I mean, she has our 3 arms. Havila Concept?
Yes, Havila Concept.
Am I right?
Yes.
And you have a non-profit organization?
Yes.
Tell us more about that.
Okay, non-profit organization. That it is Diamond in the Dust.
Diamond in the Dust.
It is called Diamond in the Dust.
Okay.
And for business, for profit, it's Havila Concept.
Havila Concept.
So just to talk a little bit about the Havila Concept, that's where we consult for events. Okay. You know, event planning. Okay. We do concerts, mostly gospel concerts. And gospel programs, conferences, and corporate events.
All right.
Okay,
awesome.
so that's what I do for profit. For non-profit, I'm the founder of Diamond in the Dust non-profit. It's a reinvention platform for matured adults to get to where they need to be from where they are. We'll talk more about that.
We're talking about that. That's one of the things that, you see, when it comes to anything that has to do with giving, has to do with, reaching out to people, that's my own heartbeat. Yeah. I love people actually, we are so busy sometimes that we don't have time for others. But I also realize that we are not really meant to be, we are, in this world, we are not, what we do for ourselves is limited, what we do for others all really matter most.
I agree.
The lives that we affected is what we count. It's just it's a small world.
I agree.
I mean, in the next few years, you and I won't be here anymore. But what matters is the life we affected while we are alive. That what counts. Not even what we eat. How many people are able to reach out to? That's what really counts. So, viewers, you are in to learn some lesson today from her, from her experience, and I know this will be a blessing to you. So, let's continue. One of the things that actually attracted me to you is your community engagement. I love it so much. Now, how does it mean? What does service mean to you? I mean, to serve.
Yes.
Because it takes grace.
Yes.
It takes some level of humility to see yourself serving. What does that mean to you? When you see yourself, I will show some picture quickly, and when we go back on break, but tell the viewers quickly, what does it mean to you to serve?
Well, serving to me is giving of yourself. Really, it's not about money. It's not about you giving money. It's not about you, giving, distributing items and things to people. But serving to help someone who has a vision, for example, and they don't know how to go about getting that vision across, and you help them to make that happen for them, to make it a reality. Now, let me quickly say that as believers, why we are here is to be image bearers of God. And that is what serving means to me. It is that each and every time that I serve, that I'm opportuned to serve, I am being called to a place of carrying the image of God.
Wow.
When he says to us that we should go ye into the world, it's not about us sitting in the church every Tuesday, every Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, and we're in the same 4 walls of the church. We need to take whatever we are learning in the church and take it out there to the people, to the community, and go and serve them with the word of God, with the practicality of Christianity.
And that's where the word love comes in.
That's it.
It takes love
That's
to
it.
serve.
Yes.
Wow. If you don't love people, you won't serve. And if you don't love the community, you will not engage. Wow. Viewers, I believe this is very, very important, and I know this is for someone right now. One of the things we do, I try to do in this series is what I call Reset 2020, whereby we can look at the year 2019, which is almost over. It's not over yet, but it's almost there. And look at ourselves and ask ourselves, where do I get it wrong this year? What can I do to become better in coming year?
Right.
That's the purpose of this series, which has been wonderful. Because sometimes, no matter the level we get to in life, there's always a higher level to go.
Yes.
There's always room for self-improvement. There's always room for you to look at yourself, what can I do to get better?
Yes.
Nobody can say, I know it all. So viewers, as are watching right now, if there's anything I want you to learn from this wonderful guest today, is the ability to serve. I love it. And the only thing, I mean, I've watched around the community. One of the things like you are doing is that exactly that. How do you come to that? Do you just something you just feel like doing, or something just maybe like? Sometimes it can be like a calling. I mean, anything we do is a calling.
Yes.
Everything we do, it's not when you mount the podium, the pulpit, and preach God's word. Whatever you have passion for to do is a calling. So how do you get to this level, man?
Yes. So I would say that it is a calling
wow.
in agreement to what you just said. Because somehow God just opened that avenue for me, and I found myself in the midst of people with power. People that you would say, you have to make appointment before you can see them.
Wow.
But that door just kind of opened. And when I saw myself in that situation, I knew that this had to be God.
Wow.
That it wasn't my own doing that I found myself there.
Wow.
And so I began to look for how I could
engage and
be of service, to represent God there. So whenever I'm there in their midst, I don't see myself as just being there for myself. I see it as an opportunity to kind of live a life that would glorify God. And how did I come to make it, or how did I find myself there? I don't know. I was doing good one day. Some group called me. Some group called and they said, we need your services, but we're a non-profit organization and we may not be able to pay you,
wow.
For this service. But we're having an event. It's going to be an outdoor event, and it was supposed to be a community event. And I said, okay, no problem. I will be there.
Wow.
I'll be there to help out. And I was there, before getting there, of course, a lot of work had to be done to make sure that the event went very well.
Wow.
And it was at that event that somebody very influential in the political world was there.
Wow.
And they saw me. And this person said, I would like to have your card. May I have your card?
Wow.
And that was how that door
all started.
opened.
Wow. May I say, the Bible says the gift of a man make room for him.
Yes.
And he made him to stand not before mere men, but before kings. So the place of gifting go a long way. Doing what you love doing open doors for you.
Yes.
But you don't just serve with him, I know you do it, to everybody, but you have some influential people in the political world, the political system, in this Christian environment that you serve with. So I would like to say the gift opened door for you.
Yes, it did. It opened doors for me, and to complete that scripture, it says that you will stand before kings
and not mere men.
Wow. So that's what our gifting is supposed to do for us. It's supposed to open doors for you. So if you're sitting on resources, resources, I use the word resources because that would mean your skill, your energy, your memory, whatever it is that you're sitting on, it's not going to fetch you anything if you're sitting on it.
Wow.
You're going to have to make use of it. Make use of it.
You must start from somewhere.
You must, take it from. It doesn't have to be
big. Just start from anywhere.
Just start from anywhere. Our first calling as believers is that I told you before, which is to be His image.
Yes.
Because no one has seen God
No.
before. He's an invisible God. And it's when they see us.
Oh, they see God.
Yeah, they see God. So when you are somewhere, you are a teacher, you are a nurse, you are a doctor, you are an Uber driver. Whatever
Use
you
every
need.
avenue you have.
Use every avenue that you have to impact people's lives.
Wow.
You know, be the best Uber driver that you can be. Be the best nurse that you can be. The best teacher that you can be. And you will see that gifting of God inside of you. That His Spirit will come forth. It will show forth, and you will begin to impact lives.
Wow, you're talking to someone this morning. This is awesome. This is really so. Be the best you can be.
Yes.
Whenever you find yourself, at any point in time, just try to be the best you can be. Because in the point of doing the little thing you can do, doors open for you. I'm going to break right now. Viewers, I believe somebody is being blessed by this. We have someone to learn from her, like I said, and I'll be right back. We shall continue from where we start. Don't go anywhere.
Empowerment, success stories, supernatural encounters, intercessions, revival, prophecies, interviews on Minister's Diary with Sam Hunsu. On this network, Minister's Diary, impactful, informative, spirit-filled. For past episodes on how to be a guest on this show, visit www.ndtvnetwork.com. Follow us on Instagram at Outpouring, Empowerment, Success Stories, Supernatural Encounters, Intercessions, Revival, Prophecies, Interviews on Minister's Diary with Sam Hunsu. On this network, Minister's Diary, impactful, informative, spirit-filled, prophecies, interviews on Minister's Diary with Sam Hunsu. On this network, Minister's Diary, impactful, informative, spirit-filled. For past episodes on how to be a guest on this show, visit www.ndtvnetwork.com. Follow us on Instagram at NDTV Networks and Facebook at NDTV Network. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDTV Network. God bless you.
Oh Lord, you're the great and mighty God.
Welcome back, viewers. Thank you so much for once again for being part of this show. I mean, it's fun in the studio, and I know you are learning from the fun as well. Quickly, welcome back, man.
Thank you.
So we'll be talking about how you get able to get to the community,
Right.
and you're able to reach out to people. So it starts with voluntary. Am I right?
Yeah.
Let's zoom on this pictures here, and let's see some of the things she has been doing. I love this one here. This here. She look like under 13 here.
Yeah. Well,
So-
we dress up for the work.
For the work, yeah.
Yes.
So this is her here
This was
serving.
this year.
Mhm.
Yes, that was this year.
Tell us more
when
about
we
this
were
one.
doing Turkey Drive.
Okay.
That's Turkey Drive
For
before Thanksgiving.
Before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, just a few days before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
We went to senior homes all over Houston.
Wow.
I joined a congressional member.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I think I have a picture with you and the congressional rep here. So this is another one here.
Yes.
This is another
that was,
picture.
Yeah, that was at the holiday party events that Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee
How do you feel serving
for-
around people, these political figures?
I think it's an opportunity, really, and those people are very grateful. They're very grateful when you come around them to want to serve,
Yes, sir.
to give your intellect and everything that you have to help them with whatever project that they have going on. You know.
Wow.
So it's quite a joy
Wow.
to be able to do that. You know, sometimes they can be intimidating, but I tell you, they try to bring everything down to your level so that you don't feel like, oh, I'm in the presence of so much power. No, they're very relatable.
Sometimes most of these people too, they need people around to work with. I mean, there's something they can't do by themselves. They think you're need the right people.
Exactly.
Yeah, we all need people to work with. No matter the level we are, we need people to work with. Because you just need the right people to
Yes,
work with.
yes.
So tell us about volunteering and how does it work?
Okay, so it's a good place to start when you want to give your your services or you want to become engaging with the community, it is a good way to start. It's a really good way to start.
All right. For some who are watching us right now who have not really been doing much of community engagement, which, like I said, that's what we are really called to do. As a Christian, we're not meant to be in the church. We are, in fact, we are the one that's supposed to make most great impact.
Right.
Because we are filled with the Spirit of God.
Yes.
We can speak in tongues.
Yes.
We can pray very well.
Yes.
Then we should use these resources that we have, these divine resources that we have,
yes,
to make more impact in the community.
Yes, you're so right.
So sometimes, as a believer, we are not just meant to go to church, hear sermon, and sit down in the church. There's more to it than that.
Oh, there is more to it.
Wow.
You know, I call it the practicality of Christianity. That is the practicum.
And that's the way you really know whether you're a Christian or not.
I tell you, because you'll be tested many times.
Exactly.
You know, like you said, you're around these people. You know, sometimes they shout, sometimes they're calm, sometimes they're, you know, you have to, if you don't have the Spirit of God, it may actually be difficult for you to work with them. But Christians are called to go out there and learn, you know, having learned what we have been taught in the church, to take that out there and practice it.
Wow.
So you test your patience, you know, everything that you have, all those fruits of the Spirit, you begin to see that. And I was telling you when I came to your studio, you have, you know, your tagline is bearing fruits everywhere. And I told you that I like that a lot. Because that is what we have been called to do.
Bear fruit.
To bear fruit.
Everywhere we find
ourselves. So volunteering is one way that you can begin to bear fruits. You know, it could be once in a week. It could be once in a month even. It doesn't have to be every day. You know, go there. Volunteer your services, your time. You know, I'll give you, before we leave, I'll give you a website that you can go to if you want to be part of volunteering in the Houston community. But also beyond that, a lot of people, I'm sure, they're watching us from all over the world. Go to
anywhere you are.
Yeah, anywhere you
your
are.
Community, your city, wherever you find yourself.
Find it. Go
Engage.
online. Go online. Look for how you can volunteer, how you can be part of what is going on, and just give freely, because you never can tell. There are advantages.
There are doors that are open for you through.
There are advantages there. When you're there, you know, there's opportunity for you to share the gospel. Somebody is going through a lot. Somebody is serving with you. You're volunteering together, and they have issues.
Yeah, they start sharing their stories. Start talking.
You know, it could be an assembly line of goodie bags. That's what you're packing. And then somebody is sharing what they're going through, and you're talking, and you have that opportunity to talk to them, to share Christ with them, or to coach them, or just to advise them. You know, it's just so much joy. That's one example. Another example is you're looking for a job. You know, an advantage. You're looking for a job. You're giving your services for free. Somebody's going to say, you know, you're really good at this. What do you do? And then you tell them what you do, and another door can open from there. So many advantages. How about the joy that comes from serving?
Wow, that's the most important thing.
The joy, the fulfillment of purpose. You can't underestimate that. I can't talk about that enough. It just gives me so much joy. The energy, you know, when I'm working, I'm tired sometimes, but I'm like, you know, this is fun. I'm just so joyful doing it. And when you go out there and serve, it is a joyful thing.
Wow, viewers, I believe somebody's learned this moment. This is very, very important. You know, sometimes life, as a human being, we are always doing our own. Me.
Right.
I think by nature we are selfish. Of course, by nature we really want things to happen for us.
Right.
It takes a regenerated mind to really have the heart of, which is what Christ came to do, to go out there and begin to pray and begin to do. So for somebody who is watching us right now, can we call you an introvert or an extrovert? Let's look at that perspective. Because sometimes some people say, "Oh, I'm not good at talking to people." Some people can even be online with you that they are not ready to open their mouth and talk.
Okay.
So for now, two ways. For yourself, you want to say yourself, okay, am I an introvert and extrovert? Who can really engage the community? Is it those who have that grace or those who are introvert or extrovert?
Well, I would say that both both personalities will be able to find a place, to serve. I personally, okay, maybe I'll call myself an extrovert, but it's not all the time that I get to a place and I begin to talk.
But no, usually, but anybody that really that didn't really know you very well, they was called an introvert.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, for me, I mean, sometimes when maybe first time when I met you, I call because I wish it's things that happen in life. You don't know who people are until they get close to them. Nobody goes on the road. I'm going to laugh. It's sometimes it doesn't work that way. Yes. So also for someone who really like, okay, we go out there. People are different, in character, in color, in whatever, in languages and the rest. So people really want to keep to themselves. How can we engage them to open up, to assess them?
First of all, it's important to know who you're have an idea of the personality of this person that you want to engage with. When you're in a place like you go and volunteer, it's not one time, the first time you go there, that you begin to to want to talk to this person about Christ, and you want to evangelize, and you want to decide wisdom. Okay, sometimes you may need to just watch a little bit, to see what is going on, because some of us they say that they say this whenever I go. They say, "Oh, you're so calm." That some Africans are sometimes really aggressive, and I tell them that it's the passion that we have. That's not aggression, really. It's more of having passion for something. And so when we have a passion for something, we want to see it done. We go all the way to get it done. So sometimes it's advisable for us to kind of watch that environment closely, be sure of before you go into that area. And another thing I would say is look at what fulfills you. What do you like to do? Concerning your gifts and your talents. If you love to plan events, don't go and serve in a medical line, because you may not find it interesting. If you are a nurse, then maybe they're having a medical outreach somewhere. You probably will fit better with that. So you want to look at what works with your personality, your passion, to volunteer in that area.
Wow, awesome. Viewers, thank you so much for being part of this. I know you have been blessed by this. I know you are learning a lot. I'm learning as well. We are learning. Everybody's learning. And I know this will be a blessing to someone. I'm going to break right now, and then we shall continue from where we stop. Don't go anywhere.
Success stories, supernatural encounters, intercessions, revival, prophecies, interviews on Minister's Diary with Sam Hunsu on this network. Minister's Diary, impactful, informative, spirit-filled. For past episodes on how to be a guest on this show, visit www.ndtvnetwork.com. Follow us on Instagram at NDTV Networks and Facebook at NDTV Network. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDTV Network. God bless you.
Oh Lord, you're the great and mighty God.
Thank you so much, viewers, once again for being part of this. Wherever you're watching all over the world, we appreciate you and we love you. You want to know that we love you, NDTV love you, and we thank God for what God has been doing. I'm still in the studio. I'm still here with this wonderful woman of God, wonderful daughter of Zion that have been doing so much in the community, the person of Mrs Yemi Sholotan. Like I said, I really want to appreciate you for what you are doing.
Thank you.
It takes humility.
Thank you.
It takes grace.
Thank you.
To serve.
Thank you.
And whenever I see you doing those stuff, I wow, this is the heart of humility.
Thank you.
It's not everyone who is encouraged to do things like that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, so thank you so much for what you do for the community. So now before I talk about your non-profit organization, this is 2020.
Yes.
It's here. For me, it's already here. So what can people do? But personally, I was telling my team of ministers that in 2020 we're going to do more of community engagement, because people are going through a lot. depression, loneliness, suicide thoughts, and all those things.
Mental
health issues everywhere. So as a Christian, I think this is an opportunity for us to reach out, to engage. So for 2020, what can we do as a church, as an individual, to actually reach out to the community that we belong to? Or whatever all about were watching us. What can we do?
Thank you. Thank you. I so much like this question. Wow. Because a lot of the churches, okay, so let me say the church, now the body of Christ, we stay in the church too much. Wow. And it's disheartening to find all these mental health issues going on even in the church, because we're just sitting there.
It's even right in the church.
We're even right in the church. You know, we need to step out of our comfort zones. Wow. We are too comfortable. We're too comfortable in our comfortability. Wow. We need to step out and do something different. How can we do that? Let us be involved in government. Let us be involved in government. Christians, we say we don't want to go into politics, and then when those we don't want they get there, we start complaining.
And they made the laws that affected us.
Of course. We start to complain. We've been hearing this all over and over again. Let Christians join politics, but we think we're just saying it. It is time for Christians to step out of the church and go take what we are learning and be, impactful out there. Remember the story of Esther. I love that story.
Oh yeah.
When you read it, it's like a novel. Like you're reading a story. It's so interesting.
There's more to it than that.
But there's so many spiritual lessons that you can get from that.
Wow.
From that story.
Wow.
And one of it is that, I believe it's Esther chapter 4. And where the Mordecai was telling Esther, maybe
I love that word.
In this place
for a time like this. I love that.
I love it. That is what drives me. That is the scripture that drives me sometimes.
So who know, if the case quiet, who knows?
Who knows?
You are here at this time for a purpose.
For a time.
And if you keep quiet, maybe all of us can be destroyed.
Exactly. He said, but if you do something, your family,
your nations can be saved.
They will remember you for this good.
So every believer watching us right now, we are in this time for a reason.
There you go. For a reason. We're in this time for a reason, and let us just look around. Let us have programs. Programs that would affect lives, that would impact lives, that unbelievers that they can come to. We're always like, it's about us. It's about, the same set of Christians will come. The same from different church will come to this church, and we recycle members. Wow. Can we have programs that non-believers can also attend? Let them come and see us, show our love, what we're made of. I mean, we're unique. We're unique people, a peculiar generation. And let them see that that's what we are.
Wow. Paul says, he said, I become to everyone what they are, just to gain them.
You said it all. That is it. It says, so that I may win some. So that I may win some. I become all things to all men, so that I may win some to Christ.
So I think that's what we need to work with.
That is it. That is it.
This coming year, we need to do more. Really personally, it's one of the things I really want to see happening.
Yes.
And we really want to go to the community and do more. And thank God for these communities, this particular part of the world. There are things, resources. There are food, you can get food banks, things you can get and reach out to the community and just reach out to someone.
I know that some churches do it. Some churches,
but we can do more. We need to do
banks,
more. But most of the food banks are only used for within themselves.
That's what I was going to say. And then they give the food to church members.
To church members, those who already have enough to eat.
Yeah.
There are people out there on the street who don't have food to eat.
So many of them.
There are people in their house who don't have food to eat.
So many.
Can we just go and knock at the door and say, neighbor, do you have something to eat? Can I have something to give to you?
Oh my goodness, I like that. Knock on the door and say, do you have
food to eat?
Do you have food? I've got some groceries.
I have groceries.
Or do you want to come
in? Help?
Yes. Come and pick whatever you need.
I think we need to do more of those things.
We are from that church down the road.
Your neighbor here,
Amazing.
Have enough in the house. Can I
love that.
You don't know what
Pastor
your neighbor is going through. Maybe they have food to eat.
People are going through a lot.
Even in the same church where people are, they were hungry.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Let
us show more love.
This is getting more passionate. Let us show
more of God's love. God is love. He says, how can you say you love God when the human being that you see, you're not showing them love? How can you say? It's a passion of mine that the church will go out there. Of course, we are called to fellowship with one another. That is
fellowship
do,
as well.
For sure. But we must go.
But that's a fellowship. Fellowship must not be in the forecourt of the church.
Right.
It can be fellowship on the street.
Right.
On the grocery store front, you can do fellowship there.
Yes.
And as long I know this country, this part of the world, as long as you are not harassing anybody's life, you are free to do anything you want to do. So, viewers, we need to do more. People are going through a lot. Mental health issues, like I said, suicide thoughts. People are going through that. Your neighbor, you don't know what they are going through. That your friend in the office, you know what they are going through. So it's important for us to prayerfully. That's the number one thing to do. Prayerfully. Because what prayer does, that prayer empower us to get that favor of God. Because it's not by power, by might, by the Spirit of God. And when we pray before we step out, Holy Spirit lead us, direct us, and help us to engage.
Right.
And it doesn't be sometimes not by how we say. When you open your mouth, Holy Spirit give you a word to say.
Yeah. It gives you the right words.
The right word to say.
Yes.
So this 2020, that's one of the reasons why actually, particularly, your section, just for us to look at how can we engage our community more.
Yes, and let me say this, that people need to write down in resetting for 2020. Please go and write down what you plan to do for 2020.
Oh yeah,
that's part of recalibrating.
I think we already talked about that one of the episode. That's the first talk about goal setting.
Write it down.
Go smart, simple, and make sure something that you can achieve.
Achievable. Don't go and set unrealistic goals.
Bogus goal that you cannot achieve.
Yes.
Just have a bogus vision, but make it.
But this one that we're talking about, it is achievable.
It's achievable.
It is easy, simple.
So in this section, you also write okay, this is what I want to achieve concerning my community engagement.
Exactly. That's my point. In this area of giving back as well. Okay, so when you've written your goals or vision, say I'm giving back more this year. Now, under that, you want to begin to say, okay, break it down. I want to give more of my time. At least once a month, I will give to my community. Wow. At least once a month, I will give to my church. A lot of us even go to church. We just go Sunday. We don't do anything there. How about you start from your church too?
Wow.
And then take it outside. How can you be in a church and you are just sitting a number? And you're just sitting down, doing nothing. If it's just to welcome people to church, if it's to park the cars, if it's to direct people,
just get engaged.
Just get engaged.
That's how you even come. Even some people come to church with so much stress, with so much pain, with so much trouble in their heart.
Yes.
When you are an usher, the way you work on them can also relieve them of their troubles. You are working at the protocol.
Yes.
Those things goes a long way.
Absolutely.
Wow. Viewers, we're going to break right now, and then I believe I'm really getting passionate about this subject, and I know this is very important. This is what we need at this. The world needs us, the community needs us, our neighbors need us. We have what it takes to actually get involved. So let's get involved. Shall we right back, and then we shall go to another section.
Success stories, supernatural encounters, intercessions, revival, prophecies, interviews on Minister's Diary with Sam Hunsu. On this network, Minister's Diary, impactful, informative, spirit-filled. For past episodes on how to be a guest on this show, visit www.ndtvnetwork.com. Follow us on Instagram at NDTV Networks and Facebook at NDTV Network. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDTV Network. God bless you.
You're the great and mighty God.
All right, thank you so much, viewers. I'm so getting passionate about this subject today. I believe somebody is being blessed. Wherever you are right now, any country, any city, any nation, any continent, just get involved. Start from the church, to the community. Start from your neighbor. Not until when you have like a crowd to serve. Start from where you are right now. The best place to start is from where you are. And the best time to start is now. And 2020, at the end of the 20, I want someone to say, oh, wow, after watching this show, I was encouraged and I was empowered to serve.
Yes.
That's one of the things I want to achieve on this set.
Yes.
So, once again, I really personally, like I said, I can't thank you enough for this, for being here and for throwing more light on this subject. I can see the passion in you. It's about passion.
Thank you for having me.
It's about passion. So, viewers, many of you wouldn't know how much I admire this gorgeous woman of God here. I love what you do. So, let's really come back to your non-profit organization, Diamond in the Doors.
Yes.
Where does it start from? And that is also it's a way of giving back as well.
Yes, it is. Well, quickly, let me say that it started from when I found myself in a place as well that I needed direction. I needed which way to go with vision and aspirations and all the dreams and everything that I had. And there was no one that was willing to give information.
Wow.
Just because, everybody wants to sell information. Everybody wants you to pay them to coach you or something. So I decided that I would start something that would help people, matured adults, to help them to engage. So we would develop them. So basically what it does, if I may just quickly go over our purpose, our value proposition and vision is to engage, to develop and help people to accomplish more. Simple.
Wow.
So maybe you have a higher calling upon your life and you just don't know how to go about it. You want to start a business, you want to change your career, you have an idea that is still little in your head. You just need direction. We may not be able to give you money because it's a non-profit organization. We're praying for a grant. If we're able to get a grant, of course, we'll help people with finances. But right now, information is power. And so we will give information. We will also link them up. We will match them with a mentor. So we take care of areas of business, arts, sports, technology, sciences. We have all these great mentors, specialists and just, very smart people in their own areas that they have chosen. And so we match them with those people and we help them to get to where they need to
Awesome.
be.
Just yesterday, I was sharing with someone, a friend, she also has the same concern from her own experience as well, that sometimes people really know what to do, but they don't know how to go about it.
Right.
They have idea, they have vision, they have callings, they don't really know what to do, they don't know the step to take.
Yes.
When she was once in that shoe, one reason or that she was able to come up. So that's exactly what we're trying to. So now, for anyone watching us right now, you may say, okay, God has given me revelation or revelation. Because revelation is powerful. Revelation is not enough, you need information. But revelation is divine, information is earthly. It's two different things. And you say, okay, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start from. I've seen people come and reach out to me, that's the number of far. No. People have reached out to me and say, oh, I have missed this ministry, I don't know what to do. And by God's grace, God has given me that wisdom to let them know where to start from and what to do. So if you are in that show right now, this is a very, very great opportunity for you, happening for you. You can reach out to her.
Yeah.
I have an assignment, I have an idea, I have a vision, I don't know what to do. No, those things are no longer an excuse anymore. So now you have opportunity. It might not be in America, it can be anywhere in the world.
Yes.
Yeah, it's information almost similar in every place.
Okay.
And we don't know, this is a generation of technology, you don't know who is connected all over the world.
Right.
So viewers, don't sit down. You have no more excuse. That's where I'm going. Yeah. To say, oh, I don't know what to do. That's just, it's not valid excuse anymore. So if you are there, you are watching us, reach out to her. She will give us her information right now how to reach out to her. And let's start with the community engagement, the voluntary service first. Okay. How can people reach out? How can they get engaged? And where can they start from?
Yes. So if you're in the Houston area and you would like to get engaged in the city events or community events, please go to houstonservice.org. Go to the website houstonservice.org and find out there. Just follow all the links on how you can become a volunteer. And also you could call Paul Green. He has given me permission to give his information. He's the director at the Office of Volunteer Initiatives Programs in the Houston community. His phone number is 832-393-1061. 832-393-1061. Paul Green. That's in the Office of Volunteer Initiatives Programs
Wow.
in the Houston area.
All right.
So, and like I said, you can go to, wherever you are in the world, go to that website, just type in volunteering opportunities. I'm sure something will come up for you to work with.
And then for your website, for the Dots in Diamonds, someone really want to reach out, okay, I have idea what to do.
So right now we just have a Facebook page.
Okay.
Diamond in the Dust. If you put that on Facebook, it'll bring
on
up,
Instagram?
I think, on Instagram as well. You'll find us there and just reach out to us from there. We're still working on our website, and it will happen very soon.
All right, viewers, I believe we all have a good time today. I believe somebody's been blessed by this production today. I'm being blessed as well. I can't thank you enough for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a great time.
For being part of this show. That's what we are called. This is what we do in NDTV Network. It's an avenue also to reach out to people beyond our boundaries.
Yes.
And the media is a very great avenue. And the testimony we have been receiving have been so awesome. God has been so faithful. But we can also do more. Of course, we are not relenting. We are trying to do much more. Our vision is to be everywhere as much as we can, by the grace of God. So thank you so much for what you do, and I appreciate you for being here today. So viewers, don't forget, it has been a wonderful time on this set, and I'll bring it to you another wonderful guest, I believe, by the grace of God. But don't forget our Christmas live on NDTV on Christmas Day. We're going to be here, right here, live on this place. I'll bring it different guests for you. We're going to do it live on this set. Also, we're going to have Eve Day. That's on the 1st, January 1st. Also on the studio to talk about the year, bringing some men of God to pray about over the year, and then so on and so forth. So there's so much more we have in store for you. So always follow us on YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, and on NDTV Network. And don't miss any of this production. That will be a blessing to us and also to you as well, and to everyone all over the world. I remain your host today on this show, Sam Hunsu. Don't forget, go out there, engage, involve. Make sure you affect lives, bear fruits, and the more you do that, the more your life become better as well.
Yes.
The more you affect life, the more your own life become better as well. And before I go, let me really wish you Happy Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. God bless you.
Success stories, supernatural encounters, intercessions, revival, prophecies, interviews on Minister's Diary with Sam Hunsu on this network, Minister